Slash, it's
Not
been...
Slash. Close enough.
Oh, it's the Redeem. How you doing? How long you been there, first off?
I've been here for about 2 days.
2 days? That's it? Like, how long you been working with the team?
I started kind of like getting in the system right before like the half split started. I didn't have really a lot of time with the team, and then we got the Super Week, so kind of getting acclimated to not only just being a new member, but learning the strats and kind of figuring out their system and kind of incorporating myself and kind of their technique. And so that was a little bit. It's kind of been a slow start for me, just because you don't want to come in and just change everything, right?
No.
Joining the team, but so just learning their strats and kind of getting acclimated with the players and figuring out how each individual player plays, and just learning from that has been a learning experience for me. So it's been really cool so far.
We'll definitely make sure you don't get to too many lands as a team, so we could get a chance to cast with you hopefully in the future as well, because that was a good debut from you there, and then now your coaching debut, definitely making an interesting career of things so far in Pro League. How are you liking the role change?
For me, casting, it was a wonderful experience. I wasn't expecting to be kind of accepted by the community and thrown just such positive vibes. So when I got offered to coach Rogue, it was kind of bittersweet, because casting was enjoyable, and I definitely would consider it again. But for right now, my heart is competing, and I think I made the right choice right now.
Well, definitely. It seemed like in the performance today, it was definitely showing up there. I'm kind of curious about that, too, in the sense of, so for example, Easily seems to have found a much better role, or at least better performance the second half of the season. Is it due to the toggle aim, or just some of the role changes, possibly?
He was just kind of talking about the toggle aim right there and kind of how it threw him off. But, I think everyone for the most part is pretty good. It's just, it's finding that consistency and making it work, I think, is really, really key. So, I'm excited. I really am.
Are you guys feeling a bit better about being more out of that relegation spot now? Because I know that was something that probably weighed pretty heavily on you, that you might have to be coaching a Challenger League team if things went a bit south. It's got to feel a little bit safer now in your time investment.
Yeah, I don't know if we're officially 100% out yet. I know it depends on the TSM matchup, and then we also play TSM for our last play day. So it really is kind of going to boil down to that. But really our fate is in our own hands, and getting this win was huge for us.
When we were talking a bit earlier, and you guys were joking in the chat about all being in Vegas, getting your fried Oreos and going to lava and things like that, how is it in terms of camaraderie between having 3 whole teams in there? Of course, we got Ella as well, not just human team members, but animal team members as well. Are you guys actually spending time together outside, like inner team, having a good time, or is it just you guys just kind of joke with each other online?
Yeah, that's the great thing about Vegas. There's a lot of teams here. There's a lot of players here. Everyone's really, really close. So I've only been here for 2 days, and it just seems like that's just kind of how it is around here. Everyone's just hanging out. The vibes are great, and if you want to build that chemistry, you want to build kind of that next step that to grow off of. This is it. So it's really, really cool, the environment down here, and not just our team, but all the other teams that play here.
Well, congratulations on your win there as a coach now, announced today. You've moved in. Things looking up for you, of course. I got to imagine you're pretty excited about the future, and hopefully your contributions to the team continue to show up there. Of course, you're not 100% out of relegations yet, but you're looking okay. You've also, I imagine, got USN coming up, at least for one land there, maybe OGA Pit. So some stuff you guys could be doing for sure. But anything you want to say to your fans, your growing fan base, I imagine, after this performance?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody, not just the new fans, but the old fans as well that have followed me since day one to where I'm at now. Just want to shout out to you guys. You guys are amazing, and I wouldn't really be here without you guys. You guys have thrown me so much support and love, and just kind of building off of that and growing as a player and growing as a caster and a coach, and you guys just showing me love wherever I go. That's really what matters to me. So shout out to all my old fans, all the new fans that are welcoming me on Rogue. I'm really happy to be here, and I can't wait to stay.
Well, awesome. Well, we're happy to have you, and great to get an interview with you right away, too. So thanks for being here. Have a great rest of the night. Enjoy those fried Oreos. We look forward to the tweets later.
Thank you so much. I'll see you later, Enzo. Take care.
You too. Well, let's talk to Gotcha, though, and see what he thinks about that match. Gotcha, we were a little bit worried there, but you came alive there, bud.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Enzo? What's up, Stoax? How are you?
We're doing pretty good. Stokes having a good time on his first Pro League match here, I think, as well. It was good to see that you guys were able to pull it out in the end. A little bit of a rough start, but now you guys still not necessarily, I don't think, out of relegations, depending on how the tie breaks down with Rogue, but are you guys feeling a lot more comfortable now?
Yeah, I mean, in the first two matches that I subbed in, it was against SSG and then DZ. I mean, DZ is a top-tier team, and they performed superbly well throughout the entire season. So losing to them wasn't like that much off our shoulders. After that, I felt like we could have actually came away with the dub pretty easily against Rec, but we just a couple rounds here and there kind of turned the tide into a tie, unfortunately. So. We're feeling pretty good. I feel pretty confident about the roster. Me filling in for Jarvis is a little bit of a change for me, having to adapt to a different role. Overall, we're feeling really, really good.
Are you and Pojo still contributing to the coach role at all, or is it just more like you guys are kind of just focused on playing now?
Yeah, so I'm still doing all the things that I used to do as a coach, and now on top of that, playing as well. So doing a lot of VOD review, coming up with strats, counter strats, that type of thing. That'll always do, whether I'm playing or coaching. And in addition to that, we as a team, we come together and we try to think about operator bans as a team, map bans as a team, and all of that. So it's really a group effort more so than just on one person. Yeah.
Do you ever find yourself tempted to kind of do the in-game coaching where you're a bit more psychological, let's come back from this, guys, those kinds of things, since you're actually in the comms the entire time?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the guys on my team, they have a fantastic attitude. Even when we're down in numbers or we're down in rounds or whatever, everyone remains really, really positive. So we have that already kind of going for us. But on top of that, of course, I'm coming from a coaching perspective as well. So trying to keep my guys just, mentally all there and together is kind of what I do. So definitely.
I got to imagine that's a little bit harder, too, given the history of this team in Pro League hasn't been the greatest or hasn't lived up to the expectations I think we keep expecting after seeing you guys' best of threes. Sure. Do you feel like you guys maybe have turned a little bit of a corner on that and that you're going to, I mean, obviously the season's about over, but, if you stay out of relegations, you're in it for the next one?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we made a recent roster change, and it just takes a little bit of time to adapt. Losing to DZ and tying to Rec are nothing to be ashamed about. They're fantastic, both really, really good best of one teams. So that being said, we're really, really positive with this current roster, and we just want to continue to make it work. We feel very confident going into our last match against Rogue as well. All in all, we're feeling pretty darn good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that is the big one for you guys to make sure you stay out of relegations. But even if you're in, of course, there's still the opportunity, no auto relegation stuff. Now, of course, you're not in the 8th spot either way, so obviously that's got to be kind of nice. It was a very good performance today. It was definitely impressive. You guys showing up, getting some wins and stuff like that. So I am excited about the future of TSM, hoping that next match will be a good one as well. But is there anything you want to say to all your fans out there, especially all the excited TSM fans? Now you guys got to win in here.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to all the diehard fans out there that continue to support us despite changes going on in the team, roster changes, or even when we're in a slump or not winning or tying or whatever. Those are the true fans out there, so we really, really appreciate them. We have our spot locked in for Invitational. We're going to try our best for USN as well. Lots of exciting things, even though we're not going to go to the Japan final ahead of us for TSM for sure.
Okay, well, cool. Congrats again on the win. Definitely a well-deserved win and a great performance, and hopefully you guys will be able to keep it up. But either way, enjoy the rest of your night, enjoy the win, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Sounds good. Thanks, Devin. Have a good one.
You too.
Well, thank you, Emzo. I appreciate that.